Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to some more No Man's Sky with the Voyagers update. So today we're going to be off onto the next part of the expedition here. So we'll go into phase 3. We got a couple of those things that we need to go through and do. First thing we need to do is go ahead and get the gamma weed here. Yeah, there's a bug that does that, and then you can still, it makes it look like they're all harvested, but I guess you can still harvest them. So they just it's a it just makes it look like they're bad. So I didn't realize that, and so we do have those done now. So we got phase 2 is complete. So we can go back in here to this expedition reward. Let me make sure. Let's see, that is phase complete. Okay, that is done. Here we have silent running, supreme frost protection, band defense system upgrade. Okay, I like it. Let's get them. Let's get some band stuff going. And I do need to. I think I skipped a piece. All right, let me see. That is done. Back into the escape, back into the expedition. Collect this reward. We got the vigilant till customization. Okay, come on, let me have it back. Fine, go away. And then let's see. Let me see here. All right, so this is suspicious shield module. We'll put that right here with the other shield. Suspicious, unlicensed, sonic, and risky lightning armor. Okay, and then thermal protection. Go ahead, put that in thermal protection. Does it go next to the shield? Okay, so next to the shield. So that will give us some thermal protection. Let's see what else is here. Prepackaged mass javelin. I think this is all for the ship, the starship, and we're kind of short on spaces to be able to put that, so we won't put the javelin in right now. Um, Still got our fish food. Still got that stuff. All right, so let's go do all of that. Uh, and I did. So I've been hanging out with Pete and the nephews, and we basically started another. I started another game. Uh, so so basically, what we did is I didn't realize it. I thought every time you started one of these, you had to bring you had to make a new character, and you don't. So that makes it a lot different. Let me put these guys in here. Put those guys all in there like that. I'll put that in there too. I don't need it. Let's put all this food in here. All right, so all that stuff is there. Oh, let's put this over here. Let's see. Can I put this in here? Nope, it's full. All right, put it in here then. All right. All right, so that stuff is all there. So if we go back into our ship here and we look at this guy, we should be able to. Let's get into space and see where we're supposed to be going at. Let's see, expedition reward complete. What do you mean? What? What are you talking about? That one's complete. I've already got that one. That one's complete. I already got that one. Those are all gotten. Those are all gotten. Those are all gotten. Aperture. Let's see. Oh, subject. Take a photo of the Corvette. Okay, so we can get that. So that one's easy to do too. Let's see. All right, go away. So to take a picture, just hit X. Go to the photo mode. We can just go outside here and just snap a picture of your ship. It's good that it's keep flying though. That makes it easier to. All right, so there's all those. All right, so let's hit X again. Hit this guy. Planetary interference. All right, let's get out of it. Let's try that again. Nope. Back into the seat. Wrong button. I'm having a morning. Okay, there, that one. All right, so here, so we need to go to this guy over here. So we'll right click. We'll do this. Do that. Here we go. Oh. All right. So this is Hello Games again. Go figure. Ooh, what's this one? Red stuff is platinum. So we get a little bit of platinum. That's fine. It's always nice when you find the platinum to pick it up. At least a little bit of it. All right. So here we're going to need to go back to the station once I find it. And I'm skipping a lot of the planets and exploration and kind of just kind of go through the through the uh, through the expedition. Just because, well, we kind of can. Okay. The problem is I don't want to put those in storage like that. Because if I put them in storage like that, then they could end up anywhere. Pirate transponders. I need to find emergency signal. That's anomaly detector. I think I may have hosed myself because there's a thing you're supposed to do as soon as you get it, and I think I skipped it. So I'm gonna have to try to find another one. And I may have to go back to the very initial world. So there is an issue with there's a special see, let me see if I can find it. See, aperture resistance, derelict, shoot down planet sentinel forces. Maybe it's in here then. No, we're on 3 right now. Sign the right, install a Corvette maneuverability module. That's fine. Yeah, claim a harmonic camp. Right. So this one I think you're supposed to do in the beginning, the very first one, and we didn't do it because I didn't realize it. Um, so unfortunately, this save may not get that tool. And it's a cool tool. It's got a special uh, basically an increased mining laser on it, which is actually a pretty cool idea. So, all right, so we can get back here and go up here and go talk to this guy. Go ahead and get our exosuit upgrade. Spend a bunch of money on that. Go over here. We'll sign the 5th rendezvous station here. So imprint signature. I'm printing. So that says it's 97%. And then once we do that, we can go back in here. So Corvette engine mod packs, right? So we can do this. So we can get some more engines. And then, okay, it looks like we get some more upgraded starship inventory. We actually want to go up here. So that way we can get more spaces up there. Sign the 3rd rendezvous station. Now, we do need to run back out here. In order to get this like next section kind of done, we need to add more engines. So, modify the ship here. And then, so now the trick is to try to get some more engines on this thing, which is easier said than. Oh, no, let's not put this. Put that back. Continue modifying it. Just push the Z button. What did I do with my? There it is. Put that back. I don't have any more of those. Do I have? I don't really have any more walkways, which seems weird. I should have those. I know for a fact I have those. I think I need to pull them out and stuff them in the box so I can have access to them. Oh, that's a parking job. Let's see. Let me see. Do I have a couple more of those reactors? I have one more of those reactors. Okay, I have one more of those. Do I have another one of the other reactors? Oh, I had 6 of these reactors. Okay, that's fine. All right, let me put this guy in here. Do I have a bunch of these engines too? Okay, so that's cool. We can do that. All right, so we can do that. Let's see if we can kind of get away with a little bit of sneakery. All right, let me go ahead and modify this bad boy. All right, and then the old Z button here. Put one of you here, one of you here like that. Okay, and then we'll hit the Z key again. Actually, which one of these do I have? Oh, they're not giving me. It's not showing me their upgrade capabilities. I think these are better anyway. All right, so and then we'll go ahead and apply those. There you go. So upgraded Corvette's maneuverability. So we just put a bunch of engines on the back of it, and it seemed to be happy with that. And then so that gives us Corvette's decoration and 2 more starship module locations. So that should give us straight in here to get this thing upgraded. Anytime we're ready. Okay, so decorations. That's cool. I like it. Let's go ahead and apply that one and apply that one. So that way that thing is completely maxed out. Then go ahead and put all this stuff back in here where we found it. Nope, that's not. Let's start with this one. Let's see. All right, so that stuff is all in there. Pull the cakes back out. Put the cakes over here. All right, so that stuff is all there. Okay, now let's see. We did that one. Claim a weapon in harmonic camp. Undying Horde, eliminate the corrupt sentinels. Okay, so we got to do corrupt sentinels. That's fine. The problem is we need to go back to phase 1, right? So I think easiest way to do that is to let me see. Let me see if I can get out of this maze I keep building for myself. All right, let me see. Let me go back and see if we got the. We should have the. I'm hoping we have the teleport location for it. Starship. No, this one. Escape discoveries. And, so it would have to be one that was found by Hello Games. It has to be. I don't know if it tells me. All right, give me a second. Let me see if I figure out how to get back there. I'll be right back. All right, I'm down here on the planet. There was a gentleman that was here. Let me see if I can find him. Uh, there was somebody that was actually here that kind of got me to the right location. And I think there may be, yeah, this guy right here. This gentleman, Mr. Rith Miller. Thank you for being in the right place at the right time. So what we need to do is we need to get this thing here. So this is harmonically sealed, right? So as always, you need to run over here to harmonic interface. You get freaking speared by the other dude. It's consumed by fire. Minds of betrayal. Glass underneath. Creation. Self create. Okay, image. Endless loop chatting across familiar glyphs. We can try to lift the lockdown. Terminal lockdowns are lifted. Okay, we got a set of wings. And then we'll do this guy here again. And then deactivate multi-tool seal. I thought there was supposed to be some stuff we had to do, and it may just be the fact that the other guy may have already done it. So it may be kind of broken right now. So we've done that. Once we do this, we'll go ahead and locate the dissonance spikes. Dissonance spikes detected. And that will give us a location over there to go hang out with them and go shoot people in the face. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this guy. Now, I would recommend going ahead and comparing this. And then this thing is a hijacked laser, right? So we're just going to take it. I only have one multi-tool. So we're going to take it. We take that guy. And we're going to go back into our ship, wherever that is here in a minute. All right, so that should give us those guys. All right, back into the ship. So I think that thing is completely broken because I know there's usually some missions and stuff you have to do. I don't know why it was broken. So if you're trying to find that, I am currently in the Kilgore system. Let's see, discoveries. So Kilgore system and the Sentusi Ochi, right? And then if we get to my ship here, if you look over here, it's negative 24, 22, negative 167, 66. And you see that right down there at the bottom of the screen there. Let's see, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. And then that way, if somebody needs to find it, that is where you find it. And then, let's see, let me go ahead and get out of my seat again. Now, what you want to do here is if you look into this see multi-tool. So I have this multi-tool active right now. Not super useful because, well, this stuff is all broken. So what we're going to do is we're going to move some stuff around here. So we're going to move this guy over here. We're going to move this guy down here. We'll move this guy over here like this. And then we're going to go to here and hit the Z key, or the X key, I'm sorry. And then this guy, we're going to go up. We're going to go to the multi-tool. We're going to change back to our original tool. And then I'm going to go into my original tool, and I'm going to figure out all this stuff, right? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to probably leave the fishing rod on that one. I'll be fine. Train manipulator. Let's go ahead and package that up. So we'll just hit X to store it. Back to the multi-tool. Hold X to store. Multi-tool, hold X to store. Hold X to store. And then same thing with this guy, multi-tool. Nope, back to here. X to store that. So what you can do is you can take all these things out, especially this cloaking device. We're gonna need it here very soon. We'll go ahead and store that guy too. We definitely need the bolt caster too. Multi-tool, and then so that stuff is all there. The mining beam can stay. The fishing rod can stay. If we're gonna do more fishing, we'll just shift back to that one. We'll go back to that. We'll exit out. We'll hit this. We'll do this guy. We'll change this one back to that guy. Open this guy back up. Back to here. So let's see. All right, let's start with scatter blaster, shell greaser. So Is that the... That's all scatter blaster. All right, so this one's for a bolt caster. So we're actually going to just move to its the we'll move to this scatter blaster like that. We will do shell greaser. We'll install this guy over here like this. Put this one in here, so that one should give us the bonus and get us more damage and stuff. And then we'll do this guy here. So this is train manipulator. We'll just put the train manipulator over there for now. And then let's see, what's this one? Unlicensed calibration scope. We'll put that in there. And then that one can stay there. We definitely want to take this guy with us too. All right. So we kind of got all of our stuff moved over to this other gun. Like this thing here, hijacked laser, right? It's a cool idea here. It's a cool looking thing. It's kind of like this Gatling belt fed like machine gun thing. I kind of like it. It's kind of a cool look. All right, so with that, we can actually go in here, expedition, and then it's saying reclaim reward, right? So we can go ahead and and then multi-tool inventory slot. So it's gonna give us a multi-tool inventory slot, and then it's gonna get mad and don't let us, let us put it in here. So we'll decline it. We won't do that for right now. Band bolt caster upgrade, and then supreme bolt caster upgrade. So we could put the bolt caster on there and change out to the other one if we wanted to. We could kind of look and see which one we want to do. The bolt caster may be ultimately better. Let's see. We have, so we have 4 upgrades for that. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and swap this thing out. And then we'll go ahead and put the bolt caster back in there. All right, so go ahead and put the bolt caster in. Do this guy. Yeah, multi-tool expansion slots. Suspicious upgrade. We'll put the suspicious upgrade here because that's sometimes you get some weird stuff out of that one. That one's not too good. We'll put this guy in, and then we'll put this guy in too. All right, so this one, let's see, what's this one? 1 damage, 14% fire rate, plus clip size, reload time, clip size, shots per burst plus 1, 1.4. So I think 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. Put this guy over here. I think this one can go here like this, and then that should give us, so that's 2% damage, 42 fire rate, and 1. Yeah, so I think that one's a better one to stick there. All right, so now we're gonna jump back into our cockpit, and we're gonna go find that dissonance spike. Now I will say normally I like jumping out right on top of the dissonance spikes. Or not the dissonance spikes, but the items, things that you're trying to find. Dissonance spike, not necessarily the best thing to jump out on top of. They are pretty angry usually when you do it. So let me get a little bit higher. I'm not going to slow motor on this thing for an hour to get to this spike. Do that. Come up here. We'll hit our. Nope. You can stop right now. There you go. There you go. That should get us to the other side of the planet. So the reason you want to do this distance spike is, first of all, you need to kill some sentinels, right? Or the what is it? Expedition. It says specifically the Undying Horde, right? So it wants you to eliminate corrupt sentinels specifically. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and land down here. And the other reason that we want to kind of get some corrupt sentinels is because they're going to give us the pieces to be able to upgrade. What? No, I didn't actually want to land, but oh well, we're landing now. Old habits die hard. All right, we get out of the seat. All right, make sure we got our gun. We're gonna need our pew pew. Now we do need. Let's see. We don't have a lot of ammo. Okay, so let me get this guy. And then we do need some of this stuff. The living fragments and things like that. There's this distance spike. So it's just going to take me to a sentinel ship then. You gonna just let me in there? Okay, autophage. Pull that off. What do you want? Let's see. Barren birthplace. We'll give you some of that stuff. Leave. Do you give me anything for that, or are you just happy that I did it? Okay. All right. Anything else around here? It doesn't allow me to interact with a ship at all. I wonder if it's just because of this thing not letting me do anything really. All right. So with that, what we'll do is we're going to run around and see if we can find some bad sentinels. We may need to go to another planet. There is another, like I think there's a metal planet here that's a little bit less hostile to you. So we may go do that. All right, yeah, let's do that. I'm already tired of this place. The freezing stuff on this planet is horrible. The winter storms are something of nightmares. Let me get this. Let me take that. That'll be fine. All right, back into the ship. And we go, and then we can, and you can go to any place with dissonance. But like I said, this one, the storm on this one's kind of a pain, and it's kind of not fun. Luckily, we got our other reactor, so with the other reactor, it will make our life a little bit easier. All right, let me look around and see. That one's got aggressive sentinels. I do know that there is. Hey, look, that guys, like y'all. These sentinels are so angry. Oh, well, that's new. Anomalous number stations. 123, 929, 112, 279. Oh, okay. Well, that's not very good. Like, I remember when these things used to do things for you. All right, let me get over here. I'm trying to get away from whatever keeps scanning me. All right, and then there was. There's that planet. There's that planet. Where are you? No, no. That's the cold one. I don't want to go back to that one. All right. I have lost my mind. Oh, there's not one here. Did we go to another? Oh, it was another place then. That was distant. Okay, so that's the only distance here then. All right, so let's go back into. Let's go back into here. And it wants me to go way back down there. So what is the name? So that is TAC 8. All right, let's go back to TAC 8. So you can go to any dissonance place. We're not going to go to this one because it's cold and I don't like it. Don't get me wrong, I like the cold better than the heat, but I do not feel like dealing with it today. All right, let's go back to the station and get back to TAC 9 or TAC 8. Okay, where are you going? Where did the station go? I've lost the station. I want to go to the station. You get a system that's so populated like this, it causes problems because it's it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of people in a very, very close proximity. Everybody's building bases. Everybody's... Let's see. Let's do that. Oh, good. No fuel available. Oh, it's probably in my... Alright. We'll just go fly for a minute. We should run into some asteroids. If you ever get out into the air like this and you're kind of stuck, I think I have some titanium in my storage box, but there's usually little asteroids out here. And then that away, because it doesn't try to completely, and that one's probably platinum. So there's usually little asteroids here and there that you can kind of fly around to and at least get us some. So we'll go back flying towards here. Let me get... Oh, okay, so it wants me to learn about my fleet management. Okay, I can just summon my fleet here. So we'll be going back. It's not the expedition, though. So let me get the expedition. We do this. Flight path. And then that will be there. We want to do this. Log resist 4. So that way we can start heading towards that instead. I'm not so much worried about the learning about the freighter stuff. That's not what this is about. That's all silver. It's not exactly what I wanted. I want a titanium. More silver. More silver. Just kind of bouncing from place to place. Okay, the constant freaking sentinel stuff is... It's a bit annoying. Alright, there you go. Now we're getting into a field. There we go. So now we'll be able to get in here, and then once we do that, we'll be able to get lots and lots of stuff. So we're just kind of looking for, I think it's these guys like this. We'll get some gold. We'll get some titanium hypercluster. And those are, you can get a lot of stuff out of there. But what we're doing is we're just going to fly through here, get some titanium. Like I could have went down into my cargo bay and pulled the stuff out, but like sometimes you don't have it. So let me get this guy here. Let me get, where is the actually I had several clusters here, right? And then we can do this battery, charge that. There you go. We're good. And then we can go back to the station. So it's just sometimes you run out of gas, and you know, being in space, all you do is find an asteroid field, and you can get more gas. It's great. Is it? I think it's on the other side. Let me get over here, see if we can actually get into the station today. Nope. And this, we're back in the first system too, so that doesn't, there it goes, they grabbed us. Alright, so out we go. Out of the seat. Make the old good restore point. Nope, get out of the ship. And then we'll run back and we'll just teleport. So actually, where are we trying? Actually, I can't figure out where we're going. We're just going to go back to that, the Tachi 8. I guess I don't know why I'm running across that. I can run on to it. So here, let's go here. And then Tachi 8. That will be fine. And then once we get back here, then we can kind of get out and figure out where we're trying to go. Oh, lots of, and the fact that there's not very many loading screens. Like obviously, like if you're going from one system to another, there's a loading screen. Anytime you're warping, there's a loading screen. But the fact that is really it, like the fact I can get into my ship, fly out, land on the planet, fly up, land on another planet, like, and never really hit a loading screen, running into the inside of my ship and out of it, and just not a loading screen is just amazing. This game is just, they've done so much good stuff with it. Like, I don't understand how they're still continuing to make money and able to be able to put out free updates and keep everybody employed. And I'm don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. I don't get it. Like, I am happy they are and that they're very good at what they do. Okay, so we're going for a while. Let's see if we can find a distant planet that's actually better to go land on. Aggressive sentinels. We don't want aggressive sentinels. We want dissident sentinels. It's like a... Oh yeah, it's one of those things. There's got to be more planets around here. I think I already looked at that one. You know what? Instead of doing this, we can go to discoveries and then we can look here. So aggressive, 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 and then so there's another ice one. Yeah, I'm not dealing with it. Not dealing with it at all. Let's see. So let's go up here, and we're just gonna go to the next place and look for another one that's not an ice sentinel freaking place. I don't want to do it. All right. See, what are you? Aggressive. Distance detected. A desolate planet. I like it. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, land down on the planet, or land close to the planet, I should say. Get down here and hover. Let's see, go ahead, pull up and jump out of the seat. Get out of here. See if we can find somebody to go hang out with. Let's see. Gravitano ball. Let's see. Not really. I can't. Radiant shard. Let's do that. I need to get. We need radiant shards. We need antium, or lantium. Oh, and I think I need to go to the anomaly. Because I think in order to mine that thing, I'm going to need the advanced mining. So we may need to go do that. All right, so we get out down here. There it is, radiant shard. So hijack laser. We can do this. We are going to need a lot of this stuff. We're going to need to scan some of these guys because that will give us lots of... Really? You want a piece of me, buddy? So, scanning stuff, we do have that module from the other game, the other day. So that stuff does help. Yeah, so we do need an advanced laser effect to be able to get them. So, if you're trying to figure out how to do that one, we need to get out and go to the anomaly. So we'll run back to our ship real quick. It's just one thing after another, right? It's just trying to get to all the items that we need. And then once we do get to the ship, we'll go ahead and jump up here. We will jump straight into space. We'll pull... we'll do that. We'll just summon the anomaly straight in. And then straight into the anomaly. And then we're going to go by the advanced laser. There's a couple other things you probably could get while you were here. The advanced laser is the really important one. All right. Oh, we got random weird people all over my ship. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and run back here. And we're gonna go up this guy right here. Now there is a thing over here, the expedition thing. So that panel right there, the one behind the block, but that guy right there, that is the expeditions thing. If you didn't know, if you have you don't have to make a new character for every expedition. I didn't make a new character with this guy, but you can take an existing character in and then flop back and forth and kind of do whatever you want to with it. It's kind of a something I did not, so we don't need the suit. I need the multi-tool. No, that's the ship. That is the construction station. We'll look in here. This is all exosuit station upgrades. Probably could do that one. That would probably wouldn't be bad. Let me get here. This guy. This is who we need to talk to. So this guy specifically is really what we're after, because you need where to go? Advanced miner. Here, there it is. Mining laser, right? Mining laser, optical drill. So this is advanced mining laser, so we definitely need that. It's literally the reason for me coming up here. So, and then you can do this guy to get the optical laser to get a little bit extra out of it. We already got the fishing thing. That's the cloaking device. We already got one of those. And then just whichever weapon you want to go to. Like if you're going to the blaze javelin, if you're going to whichever one you're going to go to. And honestly, I may do blaze javelin, energy beam weapon. Just because I think it would look better, because that way they're both going to look the same. I know some people like the neutron cannon. The neutron cannon is really, really powerful too. So, I don't know. I haven't decided which way I'm going to go yet. So I'm going to save my points. maybe you know what? No, I decided I am going to go with a neutron cannon. Or should I go with a spitter? Because it looks like a machine gun to me. Um, is a spitter pulse spitter redirects multiple objects, ionize, insert metallics. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do. I don't use the, and it's probably not the strongest weapon to use. I think the other one's a better weapon to use. But we can pretty much change it out whenever we want to. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, I don't have enough points anyway. I need a lot more of them. That's fine. All right. So if we do this and we go into here, here it wants us to do the advanced miner, right? So harmonic seal. We need carbon nanotubes. We need wiring looms. So the carbon nanotubes we should be able to make. Right, so we should be able to do that. So we just need to go get a couple of wiring looms. Or, yeah, 2 wiring looms. So that's easy enough to do. We can just fly to a station. We can fly to a station, and pretty much anybody that lands should give us the ability to get wiring looms, or even be able to get it from the station. But that way we can get the shards. So we'll just fly to the station here real quick. Alright, I'll be back when I get back on the planet. Alright, we're back down on the planet. I found another radiant shard here. We're going to go ahead and land down next to that guy. And then see if we can find some sentinels to upset. I'm sure it will go well for me. It always does. I usually because they come at such high waves. I think a lot of this stuff is meant to be done in groups, especially once you start getting into battles. I don't have my my buddy with me. Now let me go ahead and open this guy. Let me go to my multi-tool, advanced laser, right? And then we'll go ahead and put those wiring looms in there, and then we will be able to do these guys, right? So now we have the advanced laser, so we can go ahead and mine these guys. That should give us some radiant shard. Give us another radiant shard over here. Right? And then we can go back into here. Now we can look and go inverted mirror, Atlantium. You can get that guy built. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to start trying to repair as much as we can of this guy. So there's some radiant shard. We need Atlantium for that. Radiant crystallized hearts, inverted mirror, another radiant shard, right? Inverted mirrors. So basically what we need to do is to start finding some stuff and looking around and figuring out where the next place. There's another radiant shard over there. So we can go ahead and do these guys. So we pick up some more of this stuff on our way. And then as we go, we'll see if we can upset a sentinel and get them to come. Like, it's weird. Like, when you want the sentinels, they never show up. When you're just completely tired of them, you can't get away from the dang things. It's every time. Like, it's. And make sure as you're on a new planet, make sure you're scanning some stuff. Get you a little bit more monies. Get that guy going. There you go. There, we scan that guy. Alright, so just a lot of scanning and running around. More radiant shards. I think I only need like 4 of them. Really what I need is the sentinels. The real problem is that the sentinels, I'm getting too far away from my ship, so if I start getting overwhelmed, I'm going to get dead. It's probably going to happen, probably more than once. Get that radiant shard. That's a crazy looking plant. They look very angry. So this way we can kind of get these, and then once we can kind of get in there, we can kind of figure out. Let's see, this is going. All right, so that stuff is all good there. So we should have crystallized heart. Let's see, where is that radiant shard? So we just need 2 of those. We'll get those both done. See, we'll get this one done here too. And then, so what you're trying to do is just kind of get those things repaired so that you can get all these pieces back open and you can start building your weapon better. And then once we kind of get all that going, let's see, there's another one over there. What is that? A humming sack. So all we're doing is basically running from place to place, picking up a couple of the shards, at least getting some of those going. Like I said, the sentinels are just not being cooperative. Get a little bit of carbon just so that we have it. So that way when I run out of my mining drill, I actually have carbon to refill it. Since I've actually gotten quite a ways away from my ship. A little bit of oxygen. Ooh, oxygen and fire dust. Seems like a good combo. I like it. More of this stuff. But yeah, so the special tool that you get from here is kind of a good freaking good deal. I may just need to go fly around in my ship and go find a one of the spike things because there's these big, and for the shards they're these big like walking like crazy guys. But we can get these things out of the way. And then get that radiant shard taken care of. And then these guys, like this stuff is all over the place, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, but we can go ahead and do this and get this guy filled. Oh, he wants a corrupted lens. That's not what I wanted. The inverted mirror, Atlantium, crystallized heart. Okay, so we need crystallized hearts, and we get a little bit more of this stuff. Because we just had the one that needed that. Let me start heading back towards my ship. Oh, we get heat and cold on this planet. Oh, good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and recharge that guy. Which is why I've been grabbing carbon. I try to always keep at least a little bit of carbon on me. Because it makes it very hard to recharge your weapon when it doesn't have any, when you don't have any carbon. I guess you can run up and like punch them, but what is this, Minecraft? Come on now. Yeah, we need to get back to our ship. 480. I think we'll be all right. Should be okay. Shouldn't need to recharge it. It's all right. It'll be fine. How far are we now? 240. Ooh, it's a long run, my friends. All right, and then we'll just try to get in and find some of these inverted mirrors. Let's go ahead and change to our bolt caster. Oh, we do not have a lot of bullets for the bolt caster. Let's see if we can get in here and make some bullets. There you go. So can we get in here and make some bullets? It has been so long. There you are. Ammunition, ferrite dust. There you go. Make those. There you go. Now, we gotta just just a couple of bullets. We don't not a lot of bullets, just enough to kind of do what we need to do. Now let me look and see if I can find. Um, right there, resonant. That guy right there. That weird symbol is what we're looking for. Do, 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 do. So we'll spin around. And we're gonna go have a chat with that guy. So it's these tall, these weird linky guys, right? Now this is probably not something you want to land on top of, because when you jump out of it, you're pretty much going to be in a fight almost immediately. I guess if I really wanted to, I could. Can I just shoot these things from here? Can I just cheese this whole process? Okay, would you go up the stairs? Can I just cheese it? Okay, they didn't like that. Okay. we'll get out of the ship. I don't feel like getting into space combat right now. All right, we'll do that. We'll go down and jump here. Now the other problem too is and they kind of thought about this, but we can't set up here and just start shooting at people because they thought about that and evidently don't want us to shoot from an elevated platform. Come on. You got a fucking healer. Ouch. I can do that too, buddy. That stupid healer, man. So the problem is these things get, and they're healing each other now. All right, let me get in here. Let me get this guy. I don't have the ability to build that yet. Okay. Oh well. So let's see. Let me see if we can refill some stuff. Go ahead and refill that. All right, we're all refilled up. So we'll let all that kind of repair for a second. So they get a little bit uppity here, and eventually we got to kill this guy. The problem is we're trying to kill that, and those stupid little things. Those guys are freaking healing each other, and when they do that, it makes it very hard for you to kill them because it's dang near impossible to do it by yourself. All right, so that's that. So that will give me an inverted shield. Or inverted, What I'm trying to do is trying to separate these stupid things. So I can get this guy dead before his buddy shows up. There you go. That'll make it easier. Ouch. Alright, now that guy's done. Now, where's your buddy at? And then this guy is the one you need for the heart. Come on. Hey, come on, just die. There you go. Alright, so we got all those. We got some the Atlantium. Alright, so and then if we go back into our thing here, right? Back into our multi-tool, we'll have like an inverted mirror, so we can get rid of that one. So there's a crystallized heart. Okay, give me my controller back. There's another crystallized heart there. So we need 3 crystallized hearts. And then this guy over here is an inverted mirror, right? So we'll go ahead. We'll do this one for the crystallized heart. So that one's fully repaired. We can go ahead and inverted mirror this guy. And then, so we do need another inverted mirror. We'll get this guy's cleaned out. So all we're doing is going through and basically shooting these guys so that we can get enough of the things to be able to do what we need to do. And then now the swarm is abating. And if you ever want to get away from them, basically you just jump into your ship and wait for it to kind of subside. And then you can kind of go to another location. Just be careful about jumping into your ship and then jumping into the pilot seat. Jumping into the pilot seat causes the sentinels, the ships to show up. And if that's what you want, you know, that's the way to do it. But if you don't want to do it and you don't want to deal with them, then there's that thing too. Let's see. We're looking for another one of those weird... Okay, we may not have one. Alright, so then we just go up here. And we're going to go look for another one of the little guys. So I'm just going to kind of run over here. Kind of hit my my booster. Echolocator acquired. Do that, jump out again. And we're going to do the same thing kind of as where we're looking for the salvage locations. We're just going to kind of fly around until we find what we're looking for. Ooh, a sac venom. But it's just rinsing and repeating at this point. And then that should give us... It'll give us a couple of things. First, it's going to give us the guy here, right? No, wrong one. Let's see. This one? This one. So we need to get 4 more sentinels for that. We've already killed 3 of them. And then that will give us the completion of this. And then I will be back when I have that completed. Talk to you all in a minute. Alright, so I've been flying around for a while. I have not found another one of the stupid guys to do the... to get the mirrors out of them. So I just landed and there was a robot here. I shot a couple of them. Do that, guy. Do that. Alright, and that's how you can, if one of them starts hitting another one, just shoot him for a second. He'll turn and start firing at you, and then you can at least get them kind of knocked down. They're horrible. Alright, we got both of those. So that should give us our guys for that. Swarm is hunting me. I do need to get a few more of the hearts. I need to get... Okay, so there's the Undying Horde is done. So that is... We can complete that. So Expedition Phase 3 is now complete. We get the Plasma Ship Starship Trail customization. Can I please get it in my ship? That would be great. Alright. So we can go in here to this. Phase 3 reward is complete. This is 1,000,000 credits and 500 nanites. So that's helpful. Okay, come on, you can go away now. That's great. All right, go away. Back into here, phase 3. We get the starship trail customization. And then, so that will complete number 3 here. I'm gonna spend some more time in between this episode and next, getting some more parts, and just doing what we can. Next one we'll be doing phase 4, and then so install shield modules, damage modules, sign the fourth rendezvous. We've already done the skydiving, visit a pirate system, and smuggle the contraband, and then that. All right, so. We'll get all that stuff going here next time, but we are slowly working our way through to complete in the whole expedition here. Hopefully you are enjoying it. If you do, please consider throwing a like on it. If you have a question or comment or concern, you can leave that down below. And if you're not subscribed, there's a button for that down there too. You guys be safe. Talk to y'all next time.